And I'm like, it's nothing new. Yes, they bought a $40 bag and are selling it for $5,000. And guess what? People are still going to want it because there's a lust in them for this thing, because this thing says, I have made it. This thing says, I am that girl. I am that guy. Even with the bags that I do carry. Yes, I'm a child of hip hop, okay? Love Dapper Dan Down. I used to love Diddy. This thing breaking my heart. Don't get me. Don't come at me, okay? I'm a daughter of a bad boy, okay? Yes, we want the LV. Yes, we want the Gucci. Yes. Me and Mary J. Blige, me and Lil' Kim, me and Misa Hilton, yes. Class of 2001. It's okay to desire to have those things, but we're at the point in time where we feel like those things make us, and that's dangerous. Because the conversation, if you listen to the conversation, I've watched a few of these TikToks, people are not going to stop wearing the brands. They've just decided, oh, I'm going to get the dupe. Since the fake, I'm going to just buy the fake but why are you buying the fake? The brand is literally telling you that we are lying to you, but you still want to put their name across your chest? Make it make sense. Why would you even want the fake or the dupe?
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, said no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Hello, my darlings, it's Dion Dean. Welcome back to another video. So you guys have been asking for a fashion chat, and I've wanted to do a fashion chat. I just haven't had the time to really sit and get my thoughts together. There's a lot going on in the industry. And so let's jump right into it. I'm going to be talking about 3 things today, and if anything pops into my brain, of course, I'll bring it into the conversation. For those of you who are unaware, welcome to the family. If you're brand new to the Dion Dean family, I am a former retailing and merchandising professor. I've taught at the college level and was the lead faculty of the fashion merchandising program here in South Florida at Johnson & Wales University. However, that university has since closed. But I've been teaching since 2015, and I actually left the classroom officially in 2021. So I teach the business side of fashion, or have taught the business side of fashion. And so when anything is going on in the ethos, a few of my subscribers like to hear my point of view, and I like to give it as well. So we're going to be talking about 3 things. We're going to be talking about Kate Spade for Target, Sephora for Saks, or Sephora versus Saks, and my experience purchasing perfumes at those entities and why I chose one over the other. And then the big boy, China. China and these tariffs. Now, to be fair, the tariff conversation is so huge and broad. I don't feel comfortable diving into the tariff conversation at length, but I will say that this conversation and world trade and trade negotiations have been happening since the beginning of time. We are now in a situation with the current administration where they feel the need to put it on the front stage as if it's a reality TV show. And so here we are. So we're going to be talking about that. But the first thing I want to talk about, because it's fresh on my mind, is Kate Spade and Target. Now, as a content creator, and some would call me an influencer, I don't necessarily feel that I'm an influencer, but I do know that I have influenced your purchasing decisions and purchasing decisions of my, so I hate to say subscribers because you guys are really my people. I've influenced you guys' decisions to make purchases. I'll say that, right? Or not make purchases. Okay, let me preface this as well for those of you who are new to the channel. I am speaking to you as your friend and as your professor. Okay, so some of the things that I may say may seem harsh, but this is just how I view the world, and this is how I would teach it in the classroom. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's go from there. So my point of view with Kate Spade, and I have my notes, you guys know, that's why I'm always buying a notebook at TJ Maxx, I'm always taking notes. I did not shop this Kate Spade Target collaboration. Number one, I don't necessarily feel like I'm a Kate Spade girly. There are some niche bags that I absolutely have fallen in love with. That M&M's bag, and I feel like I'll put a picture up here just for a point of reference. They had a heart bag. They've had a pizza bag. I feel like those kitschy items, like, that's for me. But for me, when it comes to the Kate Spade Target collaboration, I would rather go to the Kate Spade outlet or go to a good sale at Dillard's than to spend money at Target. I just don't think, to me it didn't make sense retail wise. Now, apart from that, I am making the choice to not purchase anything from Target in this season. Will that change? I do not know. If John Galliano decides he wants to do a collaboration, if let me see, if Givenchy wants to do a collaboration, if Tracee Ellis Ross decides she wants to do a collaboration, like she did with JCPenney, and I bought that whole thing out, who knows? I do not know. But for right now, I'm making the decision not to shop at Target. That being said, I feel like making those decisions is personal, and we're in this space online where if individuals have chosen to shop at Target, we are jumping on them like a lynch mob, and that's just inappropriate. Your purchasing decisions is that. It is your purchasing decisions. I've made my choice not to support Target in this season. Again, it may change. I don't know. For me, they've hurt my feelings, and once you've hurt my feelings, it's very hard for me to look at you the same. That's me, okay? That is me. I equate it, and I put it down here. I wrote it down because I'm always thinking about analogies. I think of it in that we have broken up. We've split up. And we're no longer talking. We're no longer dealing. And we're in my Jamaican, for my Caribbean flow, so we're not there. Okay? We're not there again. So if we're not there, if we're not together, I don't really care what you do. I don't care who you're seeing. I don't care who's seeing you. I don't want people to tell me, hey, you know who Target's seeing right now? Couldn't care less. We're not together. They hurt my feelings. We're not together. That part and parcel with that, the only reason we would be together right now is if we are contractually obligated, okay? If we were married, if there was something that's saying that me and you have to be dead for a certain point, for a certain amount of time. There are content creators that have participated in the Kate Spade Target campaign that are contractually obligated. Okay? I'm laughing because there are people going after them, and I'm saying you must not have a good grasp on business. Because for you to go after an influencer, small or large, and think that person's going to pay thousands of dollars, which this contract is probably just thousands of dollars, to fight Target to get out of a contract, no. Let them fulfill their contract, go and love on them and support them, because I don't know what I would do in that situation if this man that I broke up with, I still got to go kiki with. Because that's really what it is, right? If there was this person that we are not together again anymore, they've hurt my feelings, they've cheated on me, they've called me out my name, and I still got to show up and kiki with you, that's what some of our influencers are having to do right now. So please go and be nice and support them, and don't make them feel like crap, because more than likely they are feeling the same way that we are feeling again, but they are contractually obligated. So that's my thoughts on the Kate Spade Target collaboration, because I've had a few people ask if I was going to review their items, and generally I probably wouldn't, because again, I would go to Target, I would go to the outlet, or I would go to Dillard's. Now, some of the outfits, like I saw Fumi Ford, I think that Fumi Ford, she did she wore the pink and red suit. Go and show her some love. I saw that suit and I said, oh. But I have something similar from H&M. So I don't know if that's something that I would purchase. Again, because I'm not checking for them like that, I really have not given it any thought. I didn't even know they were doing a collaboration until a few of you reached out, and I was like, oh, that's cute, because I'm not checking for them. We're not together anymore. So it is what it is. Oh, hold on. My husband's coming in from the garage. For those of you who are part of the Dion Dean world, you already know there are chimes going off throughout all of my videos, okay? So welcome. Okay, so next, Sephora versus Saks. So Sephora is quite a polarizing retailer. They are owned by LVMH and is part of that huge of a conglomerate. They make decisions sometimes that do not make sense, they chop and change. So that being said, sometimes they're on the list, sometimes they're off the list, sometimes shop Sephora, don't shop Sephora. I personally love Sephora. It is one of my favorite retail stores, to the point where I have to stay out of it, because if I go in there, I'm going to buy something. This past month, I've been looking at Chris Collins. I've been looking at Brown Girl Jane. These are perfume brands. I've been looking at Jackie Ina's brand. And I've been trying Danessa Myricks. Of course, I'm always looking to see what Pat McGrath has. I love Huda Beauty. It's my favorite shadow brand. I say that to say, I am not buying $175 perfume or $100 perfume or a $50 foundation without first trying it out. And Sephora enables me to do that. So, you know, a lot may say, well, you can just buy it online. You can buy it online. Yes, I can buy it online. But Sephora enables me, gives me the opportunity to go into the store, try it out to see if it's something that I even want. What a danger to a brand to purchase. Can you imagine purchasing 5 perfumes and then sending 4 back and keeping? Do you know what that does to inventory? Do you know what that does to the brand? Do you know that they have to cancel that out? They have to throw that out, mark it out, unless they sell it to a reseller. So for me, it's more beneficial to have a place like Sephora, have any retail outlet where we can go and try out these black and brown brands. And that's why I support Sephora, because I've seen it on the ethos of we're not shopping Sephora, we're not shopping Sephora. That's fine. But if we're not able to go into the store and buy a Brown Girl Jane, because I promise you this, have you bought the Brown Girl Jane Discovery Pack? Or the Jackie Aina Discovery Pack, or the Chris Collins Discovery Pack? No, because you're still tied to that money. You're like, ooh, I don't want to buy it and it doesn't smell good. Exactly. And so for that reason, I shop at Sephora versus a Saks, because Chris Collins is sold in Saks. Saks doesn't pay their bills. So I don't know if that $175 that I spend for Chris Collins, if he's going to even actually see that money, if the brand is going to see that money. Whereas with Sephora, I know that they're taking a cut. And I feel like I either said it on a video or put it in the community. I'm very conflicted with purchasing items during the Sephora sale, because I don't know who takes the cut. And one of you guys, a few people said, oh, the brand is gonna, they're gonna get the brunt of that. They're gonna see the cut, right? And so what you can do, and what I'm still toying with, because I didn't spend during the Sephora sale. Listen, we got some things that we're working on, okay? But I will be getting a few perfumes in the near future. But what I am thinking about doing, and I'm still stuck on, if I go and smell it in store and purchase it online, but I still want them to get the sale in store to show them that we want them in that store. We want them to carry those brands. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we don't buy it at those stores, they may kick those brands out of those stores, and I don't want that. So maybe I buy one in store, one. I don't know. And sometimes, can I say this? Sometimes I feel like the brands need to, what is best for you, brands? Like, I wish, and I don't know if they did this. I don't know if any of the brands came out and said, hey, shop me at the Sephora sale, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they did that. I wish that they would talk to us in that way so that we as a consumer know, how can we best support you? Is it best that we buy your items at Sephora? Is it best that we buy you online? Are you one of those vendors at Saks that are getting paid? You know what I mean? Like, are you having a pop something? Instead of just leaving it to us, and then at the end they're like, oh, well, I was kicked out of Sephora. Well, you never told us to shop you at Sephora, sis. Like, we don't know. We don't know. So that's my take, because again, I think that when we do shop at those doors, it gives them space to grow that brand, right? It gives them space to grow in Sephora and then bring other people in. There was no doubt in my mind that Fenty Beauty opened the doors for Danessa Myricks. It's no thought in my mind that Pat McGrath did not open the door to House Lab. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get in and you take over, because there are a lot of brands that are no longer in Sephora because those brands came in. Yes, clock that T. All right, so next. Why y'all want me to talk about this? I said this in the live, and I talked about this in live. So this may be, I could be repeating myself. I probably am. China giving us the deets, the background, the history, the tea, if you will, on luxury goods being made in China. Again, just like with Target, we're not dating, so I don't really care, right? I am not a luxury customer per se. There is nothing in me that's going to go into a store and drop 5 bands on a bag. Yes, I'm out here like these chilling bands. I said it. There's nothing in me that is going to spend $10,000 on a bag or even $3,000 on a bag. I'm a window shopper. Listen, I'm the president of the Window Shopper Club. I love to be in the stores. I love to go to Saks. I love to go to Neiman's. I love to go to Bergdorf's. I love to see what's on the floor. I love to see, the ideas that have come out of the designers' minds, being from a piece of paper, from a sketch, to actually see it come through and get into the stores and be in the stores. I love to see items that I've seen on the runway in the stores. I like to touch, I like to feel, I love that part. But me, as for me in my house, as for me in my bank account, I'm not handing over that amount of money. It's not in season for me. So when the factories are saying, you know, this $40 bag, they're selling it to you for they're not selling it to me. Like I said, we're not dating. We're not together. We're not that. So I'm not offended because I'm not spending that. And what I see online is that people who are not spending that are being triggered. And that's the part I don't understand. If you're not a luxury customer, why are you triggered? That's the thing that's getting to me. Now, if you're a person that you are a luxury customer, or you were wanting a bag at that price and you did not know that these bags were made in China, hell yeah, you should be upset. You should absolutely be upset. But then part of that is in the process of buying that bag or that shoe or that ready to wear, and I don't know if they talked about ready to wear, I'm not sure. In the process of buying that item, did you ever ask where it was made? And if you did ask, what did they say? On the live that I did, I checked two of my bags, three or four of my bags, including my bag from TJ Maxx, and they all said made in Italy. So I get it. On that front, we should be upset because we're not being told the full story. As someone who has studied retail, I know that the bag could be assembled in China, the final accoutrements, the zip, the whatever, something could be nailed on, and all of a sudden it can be said to be made in Italy or made in Spain. I understand that. And so for that, I understand being angry. If you went into the store and you see that it says made in Italy, you know, you're thinking that it's made in Italy. It may be handcrafted in Italy. And that's not the case. A lot of times it's going from one factory to another factory, one Chinese factory to another Chinese factory. And that is, I feel like that's a part of why we're so angry as well. But again, if you are not a luxury customer, it should not trigger you the way that it's triggering you. And that's what the danger for me is that people who are not in that space are so upset. And I think it's more to do with being an aspirational customer and feeling like you've been lied to, and maybe you've wanted this bag, you've wanted this shoe, you've wanted this piece of ready to wear, and then you're realizing that it's a lie. Honey, luxury, come close, come. It's all smoke and mirrors, my darling. There is nothing in that bag that, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it a different way. You cannot tell what somebody has in their bank account. Hear me, beloved. You cannot tell what somebody has in their bank account based on what they are wearing, what they are driving, where they are living. I live in South Florida, okay? Been here most of my life. We have a flex culture that is bar none, okay? I was about to go to Jamaica. Them lease house, them lease car, them lease wig. They go to Turkey and get their teeth done. They come to Miami, get their backside. Like we have invented. we out with. I love my people. Okay, I love my cities. Okay, I consider West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami all three of my cities. But I have grown up in a place that has perfected phoniness. Okay, and so you cannot tell what somebody has in their account. And I think that's why people are getting so angry, because they're just like, they're lying to us. Luxury is lying to us. A bag is not luxury. You know, it's a leather bag pieced together. Like, it's, for me, at least, for me. And so again, I think it's a larger conversation of what do you consider luxury? And do you equate having a bag, the latest shoe, the latest car, do you equate that with wealth? Because honey, it is not. And people get duped, especially down here in South Florida. Every day on the news, we have some new Ponzi scheme that's been developed. We're seeing some boats, and they're big on season boats, honey. Boats and cars and this, that, and other. You guys know, you've been, for those of you who have been to South Florida, who've been to South Florida, who've been to South Beach, who've been to Design District, who've been to Brickell. There's an event happening every night, honey. There's something flossy happening all the time to dupe us into thinking that these things are luxury or these things mean that we have wealth. And it's just not the case. And I don't want to preach, but when I literally had about 7 or 8 people ask me, what do I feel about it? And I'm like, it's nothing new. Yes, they bought a $40 bag and are selling it for $5,000. And guess what? People are still going to want it because there's a lust in them for this thing, because this thing says, I have made it. This thing says, I am that girl. I am that guy. Even with the bags that I do carry. Yes, I'm a child of hip hop. Okay. Love Dapper Dan Down. I used to love Diddy. This thing breaking my heart. Don't get me. Don't come at me. Okay. I'm a daughter of a bad boy. Okay. Yes, we want the LV. Yes, we want the Gucci. Yes. Me and Mary J. Blige. Me and Lil Kim. Me and Misa Hilton. Yes. Class of 2001. It's okay to desire to have those things, but we're at the point in time where we feel like those things make us, and that's dangerous. Because the conversation, if you listen to the conversation, I've watched a few of these TikToks, people are not going to stop wearing the brands. They've just decided, oh, I'm going to get the dupe. So it's the fake. I'm going to just buy the fake but why are you buying the fake? The brand is literally telling you that we are lying to you, but you still want to put their name across your chest? Make it make sense. Why would you even want the fake or the dupe? My thing would be like, I don't want any of it. Right? So again, I hope that makes sense. Like for me, again, I wasn't triggered because I'm not paying $5,000. Listen, I will get my Antigonas on the real. I will buy my Saint Laurent shoes on the real. I will get my vintage Gucci at a consignment shop. I will buy my Gucci bag, my Dionysus at the outlet. Absolutely. And feel no way about it. No, I'm gonna still flex. I'm gonna be smart with my flex though. And I have no bones about saying it. No, I love the flex. Absolutely. Will I pop out with an outfit and an LV? Absolutely. So, know thyself. Shop smarter, dress better, right? Anyway, I hope that I answered your questions. I hope that I just want you to really think about why you want what you want. For those of you who, because I know we're coming up to that point, we're coming up to graduations, we're coming up to bonuses and everything else. If you've always desired a bag or a shoe, and now you've seen this footage and you're like, oh my gosh, like, why would I do that? Just buy it pre-loved. It's okay to want those things. It's okay to have a desire. It's okay to watch the fashion shows and read the magazines and want to be a part of that world. There is nothing wrong with that desire. However, if that desire trumps who you are and you think that having those things makes you any more than anybody else, that's a problem. But if you have always desired to have that thing, buy it pre-loved. Go to Fashion File and have a beautiful experience. If you're okay with spending full price, listen, I want everything that Pharrell has made from his inception until now. Will I go into the store and pay full price? Absolutely, because I'm paying for the intellectual property. And that's one thing you have to realize too. It's when you purchase a $5,000 bag, you're paying for the marketing, you're paying for what's in that designer's brain, you're paying for the shipping, and you're paying for the tariffs. Yes, you are paying for us to have it in the United States. Book a trip with your girlfriends, go to Europe and buy it for 30% off. Listen, that's the real tea, darlings. But yes, if it's something that you still want, buy it. Just make sure your heart is good and your intent is right. That's fine. That's it. But if you're at the point where you wanted the bag and now you hate the designer but want to get a dupe, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. All right, so that's it. I'm done talking. Let me know what you're feeling about all three of these topics, whether it's Target, whether it's shopping at Sephora, or how you're feeling about luxury right now. I get it. We're in this space where luxury just seems just dumb and a waste of money, and I get it. I totally get it. But if you're someone like me that enjoys, again, watching the shows and loving seeing it when it comes down the runway, and then you see it in the stores, you're in love with it, and you put it on. For me, I put it on my wish list, and I'm like, I'm gonna check the real world because somebody's gonna release that. It's okay. It's okay. Just don't. My pastor used to say, it's okay to have things. It's okay to have things. Just don't let things have you. And I'm going to end on that note. Have a wonderful day, my darlings, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.